다 했는데 이거. Locked.
There must be some way to get it open.
끝방으로. 이게 다락방이라고?
It's a statue of a wolf, standing up straight, like a man.
You know, there's a name for that.
I know.
It's not quite as dusty as everything else up here. Also, it's not a statue. It's stuffed.
잠깐만. 소리가 좀 작은 것 같은데.
Just dusty junk.
하이하이.
What is that?
Not sure. Some kind of reel?
Looks like it might attach to something.
무언가에 붙어 있어야 할 것처럼. 동으로 된 감개로 위에 나사가 있다. 감개 주위에 얇은 빨간 밧줄이 감겨져 있다. 게임 소리가 좀 크다고 하니. 아니 힌트는 한 바가지인데 쓸 수 있는 게 없어.
Nothing catching my interest.
I'm sorry, is this spooky attic boring you?
Kinda. What's in that little box? I bet it's bones. A skull, at least.
You know, maybe I won't open it.
여기 뭐 얻는 게 없는데?
It's a jar. The head screws off.
머리를 비틀어 열 수 있다.
Huh.
아니
Someone painted out the window.
창문을 칠했다고?
Do you think it was done recently?
No idea. Either way, it's pretty suspicious.
창문을 왜 칠해놨지? 아니 힌트가 근데 딱히 없는데.
Nothing catching my interest.
I'm sorry, is this spooky attic?
Kinda.
아이 본 것 같은데. 뭘 봐야 되지? 파피가 누구였지? 아, 진짜. 파피. 아, 페니. 아, 파피. 얘랑은 얘기했는데. 뭐야? 일단 여기를 다시 가서
I'm still not sure.
Should we take another look?
아 잠깐만 이거 힌트가 얘였는데 종 입술 피아노 병아리. 종 입술 피아노 병아리.
I'm still.
Should we take another look?
종 엥? 아 뭐야? 저게 힌트가 아니었어?
Let's come back later.
어이없네. 피츠. 피츠가 얘였던 것 같은데. 얘랑 뭐 얘기를 해요? 아니 다음 거 알려주세요. 아, 뭐 힌트가 없는데. 그 다음 뭐 해야 해? 그 다음 뭐 해야 해? 이거는
We already
열어.
solved it.
It's locked, but it leads outside.
I thought we were halfway up a tower.
We are.
What's that thing by the handle?
Nothing. Still.
Tiles have all got that same.
Those-
Maybe
이거-
they're connected.
열었는데?
Nope.
Maybe the end
Where
is
is it?
somewhere else.
이거 아니었나?
Ah,
You know,
what? The whole thing?
yeah, the duality of the sun
If
and
you say so.
모임?
Ah, didn't
Moim.
no,
What?
yeah, the duality
If
of
you say so. It made a noise.
Oh.
I guess that was right.
이거 안 깼었다고?
Finally, it's open.
Whatever's on the other side, better.
헐. 헐. 이거 안 깼었다고? 에반데. 와우.
It's another little statue, doing a really bad job of hiding in the bushes.
작은 동상이 여기도 있어. 덤불 속에 숨어 있는데 다 보이지.
He's playing a lute this time.
뮤트를 켜고 있네.
He's also wearing headphones.
Well, they're not part of the statue. And they're not headphones. They're earmuffs.
이것도 힌트가 될 수 있다고? 뮤트 동상. 뮤트를 들고 있는 약간 낡은 괴상한 생물체의 동상. 동상의 머리에 귀마개가 쓰여 있다.
Ah, a little water feature.
It's making me sleepy.
ASMR인데
Wonder how it's hooked up. A little pond.
It looks really, really deep for some reason. See those metal bars around the edges too?
Oh yeah. What do you suppose they're for?
Nothing anymore. Looks like somebody broke them and then never bothered to fix it. Giant stone frog? Love it.
Ah, he's got his tongue out like he's catching snowflakes.
Except those aren't snowflakes. They're feathers.
오. 4개의 깃털. 이 깃털들은 대부분 큰 석조 개구리의 혀 주위에서 찾았다. 이거 그 쟤 누구냐? 페니 새들 아닌가?
More egg statues.
I don't get it. Why eggs?
Well, either they have some special significance, or the sculptor was just really lazy.
What do you mean?
An egg has got to be the easiest shape to make. More egg statues.
I don't get it. Why eggs?
Well,
뭐야?
an egg has got to be the easy.
The door into Poppy's room.
So
Poppy
only
밥-
Poppy and Fitz can get into the garden.
Ah, I guess so.
뭘 얻어야 돼요?
Careful, we're pretty high up.
Yeah, we're on a roof.
여기서도 뭐 얻을 힌트가 있는 건가?
That's one big dragonfly.
Or one very small dragon. Trees. On a roof.
In a garden.
In a garden. On a roof.
아니 힌트가 딱히
More
없는데.
egg statues.
Ah,
Well,
well.
an egg has got to be the
다 열었어. 뭘 해야 되는 게 있나? 포인터 교수. 포인터가 얘였던 것 같은데? 아니, 이 아저씨 아니야. 에? 일단 여기를 다시 가고. 근데 얘기를 다 들었는데 뭘 해야 되지? 힌트를 알려줘. 페니의 방 다 했고, 피츠도 얘기 다 했고, 포인터 교수도 다 했고. 얘 피피? 피피 다시 가볼까? 아 근데 열 수 있는 게 없는데.
Name, Poppy Pointer.
아니야.
Apparently, but she has.
뭘 해야 될까?
Books
The
about
shelves.
Oh,
You knew this
so
already. It's an illustrated
It's been
or it was left.
ever so slightly unnerving.
이거는 저번에 얻었고. 이제 뭘 해야 될 것 같은데?
All right.
Spooky
murder
이
mansion.
방에선 이제 할 수 있는 게 없다고.
Oh, whatever it is.
Well, it is
What's
practice.
with all the broken glass?
이것도 저번에 얻었고. 뭘까? 뭘 해야 할까? 뭘 해야 하지? 더 이상 얻을 힌트도 없는 걸?
Oh.
What?
Oh.
Tangle.
Tour. Do you think he'll start to move if we try?
No, I think he'll just.
아니,
No, that's I didn't know.
PPFF.
힌트. 조합은 다른 종에 있습니다. 에?
Don't think it's locked.
Oh,
I'm
that-
pretty sure that's the rule, yeah.
아니, 이제 뭐 해야 돼요? 이게 끝이야? 파피가 누구지? 파피. 파피는 얘인데? 파피, 페니, 피츠 피피. 내가 뭘 안 한 게 있나?
This one's in a little pot.
Okay, that is
Looks like a gemstone, don't you think?
이것도 얻었고.
a little chart. Actually, I have no idea what it. Kind of reminds me of a periodic table.
주기율표처럼 생겼는데. 이것도 뭐 어디 힌트 같은데? 근데 이걸 어디서 보지?
What do you make of it?
Not a whole lot.
정답을 알려줘. 뭐지? 이것도 뭔가 힌트 같긴 한데.
That bed.
Does it feel?
No, you're
It's
right.
not coming from the bed.
여기도 저번에 다 봐서 볼 게 없긴 한데
Anything in there?
Bed sheets.
That's not even remotely suspicious.
힌트가 없어.
Traveling cases.
Empty. All of them.
Traveling
Empty.
cases.
All of them.
뭘까? 어디를 가야 될까? 여기도 다 얻었던 걸로 알고 있는데.
We already solved it.
그래, 이건 했지. 아니, 이 아저씨? 이 아저씨 뭐 할 거 없는데? 아저씨 할 말 있어요? 아저씨 할 말 없고. 이게 방마다 되게 분위기랑 노래가 다 다르네. 근데 얘 파피는 얘에 대한 힌트가 있었어서 이 자물쇠가 열렸던 것 같은데 나머지는 뭘 해야 되지? 얘한테 다시 가봐야 되나? 근데 말을 안 하시니 쩍.
Half the room.
I don't know if you can call it. It's more like the sudden absence of wall. The attic's directly above us, right?
Yeah.
이건 다 했어. 아니, 그다음 뭐 해야 돼? 뭐 더 이상 힌트가 없는데.
Nothing catching my.
Sorry.
Kind of.
아니면 얘 방을 다시 가서 이 망원경을 한번 써야
Every
되나?
astronomy
I
tower.
want to try.
써도 볼 게 없는걸?
I can just about see the ground. That's the attic. Somebody covered the window with black paint. It's impossible to see into the room. You can see.
Not by
I can
accident.
see Flora, but she's behind her is the back side of the easel holding Freya's. I can't really see anything behind it. Not from. Isn't this supposed to? I'm pretty.
Can't move it. I think this is just how it's set up.
뭐 해야 돼요? 뭐 해야 되냐고요? 이 뒤를 보라는 것
There it
같은데.
is. The unfinished port.
So what, Frank?
Goes that way.
이거 뒤를 못 보나? 뒤를 볼 수 있는 게 없네. 왜 했던 것만 하라고 하지? 용의자
That's
진술 다
all the statements.
들었는데?
Run through
To see if
them. That
anyone
too.
Fitz and I, when we heard
We
the
thought.
door,
So I made
Poppy
I left, but I
it
vacated.
didn't.
Someone began
Eventually,
I
she
spotted her as I was
I
inquired about.
told
I
her.
thought
I
you
recognized
left the
ran
room.
up back in the she was
Poppy left me.
근데 다 진술한 대로가 맞아서
I wanted to
딱히
go back to my room.
unremarkable hour
I
passed.
think she was. When I told her.
That's disappointing.
What is?
All the statements line up with each
그니까.
other.
They don't just
알아낸 게
line
없어.
up. Some of them even seem to specifically confirm each other.
그 다음 누구한테 가야 되냐고. 누구한테 가야 되냐고.
It's a bird
Look at
bass,
the
right?
birds.
They're even
Please don't do that.
누구한테 가요.
It's a stone
I
carving.
think it's an egg.
What animal?
Hawk.
Right, a hawk bear lizard.
이거는
still
왜
should be
taken
아직도
out.
못 풀지? 뭘까 이거는? 근데 본 적도 없어.
Let's come back.
뭘 안 푼 게 있나?
We already solved it.
이건 풀었어. 근데 이거를 막 조합하고 이런 게 없는데 얘랑 얘 이거 두 개 같이 쓸 수 있는 건가? 아닌데? 뭘까?
AKA a greenhouse.
누구한테 말을 걸어야 되지? 안 푼 게 있나? 다 풀었는데.
It's a
There are weeds in
It's an
there.
aquarium.
Could be anymore.
뭘 하란 말이에요? 뭘 해야 되지? 아니 사람들이랑 얘기 다 했는데 뭘 더 해야 돼?
sheet music.
It's only a few notes.
Yeah, it's been framed though. Must be important for some reason.
아니 뭐 힌트 조합도 없고.
It's open.
뭘 해야 하지? 할 만한 게 없는 걸? 이럴 땐 네이버의 도움을 한번 받아보겠어. 탱글 타워. 탱글 타워 뭐라고 쳐야 되지? 공략. 근데 어디 공략을 말해야 되는 거지?
Every astronomy
I
tell.
want to try.
아니 선생님 말씀 좀 해보세요.
Every astronomy
I
town.
want to try.
You can
Honey,
see
not
I
by
can
a-
see behind her. I can't really see anything.
아저씨.
Again, I think this is just how it's set up.
힌트를 좀 알려주시겠어요? 근데 힌트는 많은데 딱히 쓸 데가 없다. 말들을 안 해가지고.
I was in my room. Someone began to open the door. I
그냥
thought
진술 다
she insisted we
들었어.
left the room and I saw Fred. Poppy and I. We performed a test.
You performed that even though you were.
Of course. Why would one of
얘한테 뭘 줄 수 있나?
a book? My book.
And what's in it?
아
Pages.
이렇게 하는 거구나. 에?
This photograph is my favorite photograph.
So why'd you rip it in half?
That was not me. Besides, it was not a half that was ripped off. It was only a third.
그니까 왜 찢었냐고.
Who is that in the photo?
I'm quite sure that I have no idea.
응? 모른다고?
A book. My book.
And what's in it?
Pages.
그다음 뭔데? 아이? 아 이런 식으로 얘네한테 힌트를 물어볼 수가 있구나.
You truly consider this a case file?
What's wrong with it?
No organization, no system.
That's my style. I like seeing everything laid out at once. Yeah, it helps me think.
How quaint. Tangle Tower. No idea why they insist on calling it that. It's not even a tower. It's little more than a pair of turrets stuck on either side of a mansion.
Have you searched the whole place?
I believe so. Why?
He wants to know if you found any secret rooms.
I'm afraid the residents of Tangle Tower are far too ordinary for anything like that. I was disappointed too.
뭘 눌러봐야 되지?
This belongs to you, Hawkshaw?
Correct.
And, what is it?
It's my handheld microscope for up-close investigation work.
What do you magnify with it?
Trace particles, dust, oils, clothing fibers.
Have you used it here at Tangle Tower?
I have. I used it to
온실조사?
examine the greenhouse only 2 days ago.
What were you looking for?
That is between myself and my client.
에? 탐사하러 오셨다면서요? 아. 뭐 이런 것도 눌러볼 수 있구나.
Considerably intelligent, and her powers of observation are enviable. But she has no ambition, no focus.
In her defense, she's still a teenager.
Barely.
한번
Quite
다
the stoic
눌러봐야지.
statue, isn't she? I can only dream of being as cold and indifferent as Flora Fellow.
You think she's hiding something?
Perhaps. She has some strange habits.
이상한
I
습관이
heard she
있었다고?
barely sleeps. An hour
잠을 안
here or there,
잤다고?
sporadically. Spends the rest of her time staring up at the sky.
사람이 맞긴 하나 보네.
Did you get anything useful out of him?
Not sure. What about you?
Nothing worth committing to paper.
I think he knows more than he lets on.
Probably. But talking with him is so tedious. Freya Fellow is of great interest to me. I perceived her to be the most intelligent individual here at Tangle Tower. Within a day, she had identified for whom I was working and for what I was searching. I didn't know how she did it. I was impressed. I regret that I did not question her more thoroughly when I had the opportunity.
You couldn't have known she was about to be killed, though.
I have only myself to blame for failing to perceive the signs.
What signs?
I do not wish to do your job for you, detective.
에? 아니, 말 좀 해주세요.
I'll say this, he's well suited to physical labor.
That's a nice way to put it.
Fitz spends most of his time alone in the greenhouse. But I heard he's been breeding experimental flowers.
실험적인 꽃을 번식하고 있다고?
Whoa, scandal.
I just wonder if he's getting restless.
수상하다. 어머.
Professor Pointer's a respectable astronomer. Keeps himself to himself.
We're just surprised.
That was the most polite you've been about anyone.
쩝.
I find her rather embarrassing. Little more than a spoiled child.
Penny must be at least 25.
27. Just makes it worse.
27살이라고?
Poppy has remarkable musical talent. She could be famous, wealthy even, if she wanted to.
She'd probably have to leave Tangle Tower first.
Quite.
그러면 이 사람한테도 말을 걸면 대답을 해준다는 거네. Let's go. 저기요.
We met Felix, your husband. He's one of our suspects, and he seems pretty suspicious if you ask me. So, if you want to stick up for him, now's your chance.
아니 무슨 말 좀.
Nice try. We spoke to your daughter Fifi. She's some kind of super intelligent scientist. You must be proud of her.
아니.
We spoke to Hawkshaw.
대답을 안 하시네.
I assume she didn't get anything out of you either. I bet that really ticked her off.
Were you close with Freya? How are you two related? Did you kill Freya?
Grimoire!
What? I don't even think she's listening.
Oh, she's listening.
아, 혹시 문의는 DM으로 해야 될까요?
Do you and Fitz have anything to do with each other? Other than your initials? You know the guy in the other tower? Weird astronomy professor guy?
Can you see him from your window? Can he see you?
와, 어떻게 한마디도 안 하지?
What do you know about Penny?
I can't really imagine those two being friends, to be honest.
You never know. Do you and Poppy get along?
와,
Nothing. Shocker. Grimoire, what could you possibly be writing down?
Oh no, I gave up making notes ages ago. Now I'm just doodling in the margins.
어떻게 한마디도 안 해요?
Anything we should know? Any hobbies? Besides staring out the window?
덜덜덜덜.
Did you ask Freya to paint this? Or was it her idea?
What is that you're holding in the painting, Flora? Some people have been saying it's a knife.
이거 어디서 했더라? 지금
Is this your gramophone?
Do you know why it's cracked?
일단 이 방에 있는 거는 다 눌러봐야겠다. 에? 에?
Flora, this is your egg? Why do you keep it locked?
Is there supposed to be something in there? Or is it always empty?
아니 무슨 말이라도 해주세요. 답답하네. 그럼 얘 1층부터 해서 다시 얘네한테 다 말 걸어봐야겠다. 저기요. 일단 말은 다 걸어봤으니까 힌트.
Where'd you dig that up?
It wasn't buried. It was underwater.
Someone trying to conceal evidence, perhaps? Have you deciphered the meaning of those 4 symbols on the harp?
아니요.
We're working on it.
That's a no, then. Conveniently left anonymous. It's useless until you can prove to whom it concerns. Can you do that?
No?
No. Makes quite an impression, doesn't it? Although I can't imagine why she painted Flora wielding a knife.
You didn't see a knife anywhere in Flora's room, did you?
I did not. I conclude whatever stabbed Freya must have been brought into the room from outside.
밖에서 방으로 들어온
Unless,
거라고?
of course, it was the painting itself.
Surely you don't believe in that kind of thing.
A detective's job is to examine every avenue of thinking. A somewhat cumbersome device, and an altogether inefficient way to listen to music.
What kind of music do you like, Hawkshaw?
I like anything.
What a cop-out.
왜 이렇게 수줍어해?
I believe that was in Flora's room yesterday, but it was not cracked when I saw it last.
아유 다 눌러보기엔 너무 그런디.
Where did you find this?
Do you have any theories about where this might have been?
Or who might have had it?
I have several theories, but they are my theories, and I'm not going to share them.
아니 너무 많아요. 인물 관계도가? 근데 얘한텐 여기 있는 거 다 안 아니 물어봐도 대답이 없는데. 아저씨.
Dearest Flora, a remarkable woman. Oh, yes. Been married over 20 years now.
You two still get on?
Of course. What a
아, 이
question.
아저씨랑 결혼한
She
거야?
hasn't gone quiet on you.
It's true she has an independent streak. She's had it her whole life. She's the youngest of 3. Always something of a lone wolf, you know? Just the
고독한
way she
늑대.
is.
Lone wolf is putting it lightly. She doesn't seem to want to talk to anyone.
She just likes time to herself. Away
그래도
from the
너무
company of
자신만의
other
시간을
Other
갖잖아요.
humans?
well, yes, other people, you know. My
Pee-pee.
daughter Fiona, our little burgeoning genius. You've met her?
We did. She's going by Fifi these days.
So I've heard. I asked her some weeks ago, what's wrong with your real name? She told me, get this, she wanted a name with an even number of syllables. She makes up the strangest things when she's under pressure.
What makes you think she made that up?
I happen to know the real reason she prefers Fifi over Fiona.
Oh, yeah?
It's what Freya called her.
아저씨 방에서 이게
You
나왔거든요.
found it. What do you think, huh? I had to rush the final touches a little bit. It turned out all right, though.
What's it supposed to be?
It's Flora, of course, surrounded by all her favorite people.
가장 좋아하는 사람이라고요?
Uncommonly skilled as an artist, but Freya was so much more than her talent. She helped me get started with my own painting, you know. It taught me what she knew about wood carving, too. Tremendous patience. She was ever so good with dear Flora.
Freya and Flora were close?
Oh, yes, especially recently.
How are you related to Freya?
Somewhat distantly, as it happens. My father, Lord Fellow, was her grandfather. Technically, that makes her a fellow. Let's just say there was some discussion over whether she ought to carry the name at all. There's a family tree in the Grand Hall. You should take a look at it.
What about her inheritance?
Freya's parents died when she was around 3 years old. She came to live here shortly afterwards.
Nobody left her a thing?
I'm afraid not. She had no formal claim over anything at Tangle Tower.
뭐야? 뭐야? 너 PP
Fifi, did you test the red paint in this pot?
Yes, I did. I discovered it too was blood, not paint.
A whole
저것도
pot full of
피라고?
blood?
Not a whole pot. It is only partially full.
Yeah, but still. Doesn't that freak you out?
No. In fact, it may be considered rather reassuring.
왜?
That blade,
It's a troll for gardening.
it is.
뭐야? 너 이름 적혀 있잖아. 너가 아닌가?
It is a model of Freya, made by my father.
A model of Flora, you mean?
And a man with a beard. And a little red and white creature.
Why would my father make a model of Freya?
와,
There's something about Felix's painting supplies.
플렉스의 미술용품에 대해 할 말이 있어.
Something suspicious.
뭔가 수상해.
Let's ask him about it.
그에게 물어보자. 뭐야? 아저씨. 혐의가 있어요.
So, about this paint we found in your room.
Nothing suspicious about it. I
피래요.
used it to paint.
저 빨간
Obviously.
게 피래요.
Totally normal thing to do.
We never said it was suspicious.
Come on then.
걸렸다.
Out with it. What exactly are you accusing me of?
이건 올바른 색이 아니야. 아까 피라 그랬어.
It's not the right color.
You sure about that?
Not entirely.
Come on then. Out with it. What exactly are you accusing me of?
이건 당신의 물감통이
It's
아닙니다.
not your paint pot. Did you take it from somewhere else?
What on earth? It's definitely mine. I even have proof. Look, the lid matches the ones on all my other paint pots. End of discussion.
That's not the end of the discussion.
We need a clue to compare with Felix's red paint. Something to prove who it actually belongs to.
얘 물감통이겠지. 아닌가?
Let's take a closer look at this.
이렇게 아닌가? 프레야의 빨간 물감통은 도난당했다. 원래 뒤바뀌어 있던 것은 펠릭스의 빨간 물감통. 그리고 살인 무기로 사용되었다. 이건가?
Freya's red paint pot was stolen and replaced with Felix's red paint pot and used as the murder weapon. Almost. Maybe just change one thing.
도난당한 게 아닌가? 가득한 거. 아, 프레야의 빨간 물감통과 정확히 똑같은 것은 펠릭스의 빨간 물감통 그리고 살인 무기로 사용다. 이건가?
Freya's red paint pot is exactly the same as Felix's red paint pot and used as the murder weapon. Nope.
아이씨. 어디가 빨간 물감통에 뭔가 수상한 점이 있나? 프리아의 빨간 물감통 맞는 것 같은데. 붓인가? 어씨.
Freya's red paint pot was stolen and replaced with Felix's paintbrush and used as the murder weapon. That's not right.
아니.
Freya's red
아,
paint
이거네.
pot was stolen and replaced with Felix's red paint
너무
pot, but the
돌아갔다.
lids were swapped to hide it.
That red paint is from Freya Supplies, not yours. Swapping the lids doesn't hide what you did.
Why are you bothering me about paint anyway? And none of this is connected to your murder.
상관이 없긴요. 뭐야 이거? 펠릭스가 왜 프리아의 살인 사건과 관련된 물감을 훔치려 했을까? 그리기 전 아닐까? 모모를 사용해 가득 채운 거. 피?
Blood was used to fill up this red paint pot before Freya used it to paint Flora.
Nope. 아니라고? 프레야의 빨간 물감통에 이상한 것이 있지 않아? 빨간 물감통에 이상한 게 있었다고? 빨간 물감을 가득 채운 것은 피.
Red paint
아,
was
이거 아닌가
somehow
보다.
filled with blood and then locked away. That's not right.
프레야의 물감통에는 사실 빨간 물감이 없었어. 물감이 아니라 다른 것이었어. 호숫물? 호숫물을 사용해 가득 채운 것은 피. 그 후 잠겼다?
Lake water
아, 이거
was
아닌가
used to fill
보네.
up blood and then locked away. That's not right either.
아이씨. 피가 아니라 그러면 이렇게인가? 아, 이 빨간 물감통에 이 빨간 물감통을 가득 채운 것은 호수물.
This red paint
아,
pot
이것도 아니야.
that's not right either.
뭔데? 뭐냐고요? 물감통에는 사실 빨간 물감이 없었어. 물감이 아니라 다른 거였어. 빨간 물감에서 아, 어렵네. 잠깐만. 피를 사용해 가득 채운 곳은 이 빨간 물감통.
Blood was used. That's not
어,
right either.
나 참.
Blood was that's not right either. Blood was used to fill. That's not right either.
얼라리오?
Blood was that's not right either.
다 아니네. 이건 채운 건 맞네. 피.
This red paint pot was
야,
Oh, that's definitely something. Right, fine. Here's the story. I was
꼼수 썼다.
busy working on a project when I suddenly realized I had run out of red paint. There was a certain amount of time pressure, so I politely asked Freya if I could borrow hers.
근데 안
Just for a
빌려줬구나.
little while, you know. Perfectly reasonable request.
but she said no.
I tried to explain why I needed it, but she didn't seem to care. So, well, I
훔쳤어?
took Freya's red paint pot and swapped it with my own empty one.
You went into her room.
Not my proudest moment, but it's
아니,
just paint.
아저씨.
I didn't touch anything else.
And the paint pot you left behind was definitely empty?
Quite. I have absolutely no idea how it got blood in it, if that's what you're asking.
Why were you in such a hurry to get a hold of red paint anyway?
I was trying to finish this in time for Flora's birthday. I needed red to paint the final details.
Could you not have just used a different color?
Out of the question. It had to be red and white.
If you managed to finish it, why haven't you given it to Flora yet?
Well, I decided against it in the end. After what happened, seemed a bit insensitive.
근데 저 아저씨는 그냥 단순히 물감을 안 돌려줬다고? 그러면 얘한테 다시 욕을 물어봐야겠다. 아 이건 물어봤네. 이건가?
A wooden carving of my father, made by my father. Although, now that I look at it, I do not understand how he was able to paint the red parts without any red paint.
훔쳤디야.
Do you know who was reading this book?
그리고
It
책 여기
belongs to my
있던 거.
mother.
And she left it in the library?
No, my mother has not been in the library for some time.
There's something about the image of Flora in the painting.
오 뭐야? 그림 속 플로라의 이미지 말인데
Something
뭔가
suspicious.
수상해.
Let's ask her about it.
가도 답변 안 해주는 거 아니야? 저기요. 혐의가
So, this painting, specifically that knife in Flora's hand,
Yeah, it's creepy. But we didn't find a knife anywhere in the room. So what's going on?
칼이 아님. 칼은 아직 이 방에 있어. 이 방에
the
있을까?
knife is still in this room.
Wait, I'm confused.
Me too.
So what's going on?
아니네. 그럼 칼이 아닐 수도?
It's not a knife.
어,
We need a clue to compare with the painting. Something to explain what that knife shape actually is.
어디 보자. 헉! 아닌가? 이거 아닌가? 비슷한데?
Kinda makes sense.
그럼 뭐야? 이건가?
That's not it.
에. 초상화도 아닐 것 같은데? 잠깐만. 이거 너무 초상화는 아니고. 근데 아까 엄마가 세도감을 읽었다고 했잖아. 그니까 플로라의 것이라고 했으니까.
Let's take a closer look at this.
그려진 칼이 실제로는 서표가 뭐야? 아니 뭐야? 존재하지 않는다?
The painted knife is no.
아닌가 보다. 칼처럼 생긴 다른 무언가가 있지 않을까? 새? 식물? 닭? 아! 깃털.
The painted knife is actually just a feather
헐랭.
from an ink-dip bird.
It's definitely the right shape, but the book's not in color. The thing Flora's holding in the painting is red and white, specifically. Is there anything to suggest that the ink-dip bird is red and white too?
깃털이겠지?
That kinda
Eh?
makes sense.
아니라고요? 물감?
That's not it.
붓과 팔레트?
That's not it. That's not it.
아, 나.
This little thing? I don't understand why Felix would make a model of this bird as part of a gift for Flora. And come to think of it, why would Flora be holding a feather in the painting anyway?
아씨, 왜 이렇게 많아? 잠깐만. 플로라와 이 빨갛고 하얀색의 관계는 이것을 먹은 것이란 뭐야? 얼룩새가? 아유, 파괴했다는 건 좀 아니지 않냐? 얼룩새는 플로라의 애완동물이다. 그래서 이것을 보관한 것이다. 기억하기 위해 깃털 한 대를?
The ink-dip bird was Flora's pet, so she kept a single feather to remember it by.
She kept the bird as a pet. And it died?
Maybe it flew away.
Flora spends all her time staring out the window.
새가
Either way, she kept the feather. I think it was pretty important to her.
All right. So she was holding the feather while Freya was painting her. But where is it now? You'd think she'd keep it somewhere close by.
Yeah, I think she does.
그니까
Normally,
깃털은
this
어디로
is where
간 거야?
Flora usually keeps her feather.
이게 바로 플로라가 평소 그녀의 깃털을 보관하는 곳이야. 설마 속이 비날?
That we opened it. It's empty.
Mm-hmm. Completely empty.
여기 아니라고? 뭐야?
Flora? She's pointing at something in the corner of the room.
방 안 구석에 무언가를 가리키고 있어.
It's just a pile of books. They're not...
그냥 책더미인데 저게 무슨
Wait. There's something tucked inside this one.
뭐가 껴있대. 이게 뭐야? 플로라의 그림. 플로라와 작은 새를 그린 그림. 뒤에 손으로 적은 메시지가 있다. 당신을 위한 거예요. 사랑합니다. 플리아. 응? 너무 귀여워. 에? 이게 끝인가요? 뭐야? 그럼 이 사람은 용의자가 아니네. 뭐야? 아니 이 사람 아니고 파피 저기요 피피는 이 사진
This is a photo of Fifi and Freya, right?
Yeah,
How come you're not in it? You're friends with them too, aren't you?
I'm not really one for photographs.
Fifi looks like she really admires Freya.
Fifi's loyalty to Freya is unshakable. I don't know what that
당신이잖아.
is.
Weird, considering we found it hidden in your room.
Well, my room is full of junk. There's probably a bunch of stuff hidden in there. I don't mean like... Please stop talking to me.
왜 싸운 거야?
There's something about that diary we found in Fifi's
피피의 방에서 찾은 일기 말인데
Something
뭔가
suspicious.
수상해.
Let's ask her about it.
Let's go. 저기요.
Is this your diary, Fifi? We found it in your bedroom.
Of course it is mine. Ridiculous question.
Why is it locked up like that?
You seriously require an explanation. Very well. A fairly common concept, the so-called secret diary, is favored in particular by girls between the ages of 10
So, there are secrets written in here?
and this particular diary is unused.
It doesn't
쓴
look
적이 없다고?
unused.
이건 아닌 것 같아. 이건 피피의 일기장이고 그녀는 여기 일기를 썼어. 이건 다른 누군가의 일기장이야.
It's Fifi's diary, and she has written in it.
근데 안
I'm
썼다고
not sure
그랬는데.
about that.
Me neither.
This particular diary is unused.
It doesn't look unused.
그러면
It's somebody else's diary.
How could you arrive at that conclusion?
누군가의
It is kept in
일기장을
my
주웠네.
bedroom. It is mine.
We need a clue to compare with the diary. Something to prove who the original owner was.
증거가 있어? 이거?
That kinda makes sense.
뭔데?
Let's take a closer look at this.
뭐야? PP가? 비밀 일기장인가? 이건가? 이 파란 책과 조금 비슷한 것. 똑같은 것은 왜냐하면 이거는
This blue book, almost. This blue book is the same thing as the secret diary, which proves it belonged to Freya.
You were hiding Freya's diary in your room, and you kept it locked, too.
Why would I do either of these things?
그니까 왜 그런 짓을 했냐고. 개인적 비밀. 개인적 비밀 아닌데? 프레야가 누구에게도 알리고 싶지 않았던 것은 비밀 편지인가?
Freya didn't want anyone.
아닌가 보군. 일기장에 PP가 누구에게도 알리고 싶지 않은 사실이 적혀 있었나?
Freya didn't almost. Maybe.
개인적인 비밀이 누구에게도 알리고 싶지 않았던 것은 비밀 편지?
Personal secrets. Didn't want anyone to. That's
아니.
not right.
No. 이거 두 개 바뀐 건가?
A secret almost. Maybe.
프레야?
Freya did almost. Maybe just.
설마.
Poppy did
아니네.
almost. Maybe.
그럼 얘야?
Fifi didn't want anyone to see personal secrets within Freya's diary.
Is this true, Fifi?
I know Freya was your friend, but if you're trying to hide something,
You did not know Freya, so this might be difficult to understand. She did her own thing, in her own way. By concealing Freya's written accounts, it is simply my intention to preserve her innocence.
Innocence?
might be easier if you just let us read the diary, Fifi.
Very well. I will open it. However, as you read it, please remember, Freya was the most kind and the most wise person I have ever known.
All right.
어디 안 보자.
Fifi unlocked the diary.
일기장에 잠금을 풀었다.
Finally. What's in there?
내용이 뭘까? 비밀 일기장. 그게 다시 보인다. 이번에는 실제로. 나인가? 내가 그렇게 만든 건가? 그 그림을 찢어버려야 할 것 같다. 뭐야? 영혼 전달자는 성공이다. 장한 녀석. 이제 내게는 2개가 있다. 2이 더 필요해. 중앙으로 가는 길을 찾았다. 하프랑 비교하면 굉장히 단순했다. 그들을 모두 봤다. 5 모두. 눈을 모두 까맣게 그었다. 하지만 모든 것에도 불구하고 나는 아직 지켜야 할 약속이 있다. 나는 최선을 다할 것이다. 그녀에게는 동반자가 있어도 좋을 것이다. 이게 뭔 소리야? 그게 다시 보인다고? 뭐야? 귀신 보세요? 에이? 아이고. 잠깐만, 증거가 지금 여기 3개 받고 이 아저씨 아저씨
This is yours, Fitz?
Yeah,
Do you use it?
I keep all my tools in the greenhouse.
That wasn't what she asked.
그리고 이 화분의 꽃
A flower.
Yeah, it's a flower. We found it in Penny's room.
Okay.
Mean anything to you?
페니한테
Why
줬던데요.
would it?
Come on.
I don't really go into Penny's room or anywhere in Pointer Tower. I just don't have a reason to.
뭐라고? 둘이 만났다 그랬는데?
This is a good example of how things work. I mix that soil here in the greenhouse. It's made with water from the lake.
And it makes the fruit grow all shiny and gem-stony.
Sometimes. You never really know what's going to happen.
And what do you do with this shiny, inedible fruit?
You look at it.
에?
I like Flora. I hope she's all right.
Do you think she had anything to do with the murder?
There's no way. She wouldn't willingly cause any additional suffering for anyone.
어떻게 잘 아시죠?
Felix is a contradiction. His loyalties are placed firmly within the realm of materialism, money, property. But his ego relies on an entirely fraudulent self-image, don't you think?
I was just about to say the same thing.
Fifi doesn't like me.
What
왜 안
did you
좋아하죠?
do?
I'm not sure. If you find out, maybe you can let me know.
본인이 풀어야 되는 거
She
아닙니까?
questioned me,
About what?
my work, the plants, bit of everything.
Did she search the greenhouse?
No, she didn't.
You sure? Maybe she did it when you weren't in there.
No, she hasn't touched it.
How can you tell?
Trust me, I can tell. She was always kind to me. She'd come into the greenhouse when I was working, sometimes by herself, sometimes with Poppy. I think they were just bored at first. Eventually,
그래도
they started asking
프레야는
questions.
파피랑 다니긴 했네.
Poppy wanted to learn about flowers. Freya, she used to ask me about the insects.
Insects.
One of my jobs is to protect plants from things that might eat them. Freya brought me this little glass box, leaves and twigs inside. She'd say, put all the troublemakers in there. Every day I'd put a handful of beetles and other things in the box. Then she'd come along and take it away. I didn't really understand her, but she was always kind.
딱정벌레요? 딱정벌레 이거? 이거 아까 얘한테도 물어봤던 것 같은데.
Now this is
아닌가?
interesting. Where did you find it?
In the astronomy tower.
And yet, it does not concern the field of astronomy.
Nope.
In fact, you could even say that entomology is the exact
그치,
opposite of
천문학을
astronomy.
하는데 곤충학을 알아볼
could.
필요는
I would
없지.
not say that, however.
Oh, you wouldn't?
No, it would be quite naive. To study science in any field is to study the connections between all matter in the universe, living or inanimate.
아, 얘한테 인물 하나도 안 물어봤네.
Name, Fitzfellow. Age,
아?
24.
피츠
Profession,
24살이라고?
cryptobotanist.
에반데?
Likes soil, dislikes electric lights.
Hang on. Cryptobotanist? I thought he was just a gardener.
That may well be his preferred label. Mine, however, is more accurate.
Do you and Fitz not see eye to eye, Fifi?
We do not.
Well, I wouldn't have thought so. He's well over 6 foot and you've got to be just barely 5.
So, what's your problem with
갑자기
him?
키 얘기는 왜 하는 거야?
Exactly 1 week ago, I witnessed him sneaking up Pointer Tower. He was making every
숨어
effort to
올랐다고?
avoid detection.
So?
He was also carrying a knife.
칼을 들고 있었다고? 에? 근데 얘는 자기가 화분을 받았다 그랬는데 쟤는 화분을 준
I think
적이
it's
없대.
kind of
아이고.
cruel to keep 3 birds in one cage like that.
Does Penny not let them out to fly?
Oh, she does. She must do. But I don't think they're allowed to go far. Penny can be a little protective. Never seen that one before. Was it in the greenhouse?
No. We found it in Penny's room.
뭐야, 페니가
Right.
뭐야, 꽃 줬다 그랬는데? 뭐야?
Name, Fitzfellow. Likes
Hang
soil.
on.
That may well
Do you
We
and
do not.
Well,
So, what's your
Exactly 1 week ago, he was making every effort.
so?
He was also carrying.
뭐지? 누군가 거짓말하고 있어. 누군가는 거짓말하고 있다. 저기요?
Yes, it's my. My flower.
You don't like it?
I'm no good at caring for plants. I forget to water them. Birds are much easier. They're a lot more vocal when they get thirsty.
Do you at least like the look of the flower?
The look?
The colors? The shape of it?
Between you and me, I think it's a little vulgar.
둘이 그 피츠랑 펜이랑 그니까 얘랑 둘이 부부인데.
There's something about the report of Fitz going up Pointer Tower. Something suspicious.
Let's ask him about it.
저기요. 칼 들고 있었다면서요?
So, Fitz, I have a report that you were seen sneaking up Pointer Tower. Holding
그니까요.
a knife.
That's not right. I don't go into Pointer Tower. I don't own a knife. And I don't sneak. Was it Fifi who told you this?
How did you know that?
A guess. She doesn't like me very much. But yeah, she was mistaken. Maybe she wasn't wearing her eye lens thing.
What do you think, Grimoire?
피피는 피추를 봤다고 거짓말했어. 일단 이걸 눌러볼까?
Fifi lied about seeing Fitz.
You think so?
Maybe not.
What do you think, Grimoire?
그러면 피츠를 정말로 봤지만 칼이 아닌 다른 걸 화분.
Fifi did see Fitz, but he was holding something else.
So, if it wasn't a knife, what was it?
화분 아니야? 이걸 본 게
That's
아니야.
not it.
엥? 그럼 이거?
What about this?
Ah, that.
Is it yours?
It was a gift. It's sentimental. I have no reason to take it up Pointer Tower. I don't use it at all.
왜 안 쓰죠? 온실 아니 정원에서 뭐야? 장식된 모종삽은 피츠가 무언가를 돌보는데 사용했다. 바로 화분의 꽃.
An ornate trunk,
아닌가 봐.
almost.
화분의 열매?
An ornate trowel. Nope.
아이씨. 화분의 꽃은 피츠가 이건가? 페니?
An ornate. That's not right.
뭐야씨. 피츠는 포인터 탑의 어딘가에 있는 식물을 돌봐줘야 하나. 페니의 방에서 장식된 모종삽은 피츠가 무언가를 돌보는데 사용했다. 바로 화분의 꽃.
An ornate trowel is used by Fitz to look after a potted flower in Penny's room.
That flower.
Yes.
I've never seen it before.
We need a clue to compare to that flower.
왜 자꾸
Something that
관계가
proves its
없대?
connection to Fitz.
이 꽃과 비교할 단서가 필요해. 이것과 피츠와의 연관성을 입증할 수 있는 것. 이건가요?
That's not right. We need a clue that's got some. That's not right.
뭐야?
That's not right.
이건가?
That's not
네?
right. That's not right.
페니의 방에 있는 화분의 꽃과 직접 비교할 수 있는 것. 화분의 열매?
Let's take a closer look at these.
오. 화분과 흙? 뭘까? 화분과 흙이 있던 곳은 페니의 방이며 이것과 화분의 꽃인가? 파란 부분? 이것과 일치하는 것은 이거 아닌가?
The pot
Oh.
and soil in Penny's room matches the pot and soil found in Fitz's greenhouse. Let me guess. Penny's flower was originally a gift from you, Fitz. There's no way it's a coincidence.
No way what's a coincidence.
The flower. It looks exactly like Penny.
It
어디가
took me a long
팬이처럼
time to
생긴
breed.
거지?
I wanted the colors to be exactly right.
That's some gift.
Turns out Penny isn't particularly interested in looking after plants. So I go into her room every now and again, when she's not there. Water the flower, change the soil, just trying to keep it alive.
아, 꽃에 진심이었네. 이 사람은. 아니 근데 이 사람이 그 얘기랑 프레야가 죽은 거에 뭔 상관이에요? 아까 어디까지 했냐?
I imagine you don't visit the astronomy tower too often, do you?
No, but I still see Pointer, sometimes. He's always curious about what I'm growing in the greenhouse. Asks me about the birds, too, and insects. He's pretty clued
천문학이라면서
up on his
이렇게
evolutionary
식물학에
biology.
관심이 많아.
I didn't think there was much overlap between astronomy and biology.
Penelope is my fiancée.
Don't take this the wrong way, but Penny doesn't really strike me as your type.
She's not who she pretends to be. People think she's... well, they make assumptions.
And how's the relationship doing recently?
Good. It's good.
다
Poppy and I are
눌러놔야지.
friends.
Oh, I can buy that. Dark clothes, blue hair, an average of 3 words per sentence. Oh, you're like 2 peas in a pod.
She's very kind, and she has an interest in plants. Unusual flowers, mostly. I've been teaching her.
Right.
Is something wrong? Poppy and
아유,
I
아유.
are
Oh, I
friends.
can buy
아니요,
that.
다 봤어요. 그리고 얘도 다 눌러놨는데. 얘도 끝났나? 이 사람이 확실하게 다 해놨고 대화도 다 끝냈고.
Do you know anything about this beetle?
뭐야? 아 근데 이 사람은 뭐 아는 게 없어가지고. 일단은 일단 여기다 가고 지금 현재 플로라, 펠릭스, 그다음에 피피, 피츠, 파피까지는 혐의 진술을 다 해서 다음에는 이제 학샷이랑 포인터랑 페니에 대한 혐의만 풀면 되지 않을까? 라는 생각. 아 근데 너무 추리가 어렵다. 그러면 다음에 또 켜가지고 확인을 하겠어요. 안녕.